I went down to old Joe's barroom on the corner by the square. The usual booze was served there. The usual crowd was there. On my left was Joe McKennedy. His eyes were bloodshot red. He turned to the crowd around him. These are the very words that he said. I went down to St. James Infirmary. I saw my baby there. She was stretched out on a long white table. So young, so cold, so fair. Let her go, God bless her. Wherever she may be, she could search this wide world over. She'll never find a sweeter man as me. She'll never find a sweeter man.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows do with their debt bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their debt-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the two-hour traffic of our stage, the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Samson, on my word, will not carry coals.
No, for them we should be colliers.
And we being collar will draw.
Hi, while you live, draw your neck out the collar.
I strike quickly being moved.
Thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague shall move me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
A dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of Montague's.
That proves thee weak. For the weakest goes to the wall.
Therefore, women, being the weaker vessels, are forever thrust to the wall. I will push Montague's men from the wall and thrust his maids to the wall.
The quarrels between our masters and us their men.
'Tis all one. I shall show myself a tyrant when I fought with the maids. I will be cruel to the maids and cut off their heads.
The heads of the maids?
Or their maiden heads. Take it as thou wilt.
Draw thy tool. Here comes to the house of Montague.
My naked weapon is out. I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the law on our side. Let them begin.
I'll frown as I pass by and let them take it as they list.
Nay, I shall bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace if they shall bear it.
bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law on our side if I say I?
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
If you do, I'm for you. Serve as good a master as you.
Right.
No better.
Well, sir.
Ah, say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better.
You lie.
Come on, Samson. Come on, you got her, Samson.
Let's go.
You got her.
Let's go right here.
Heart, you fools! Put up your swords, you know not what you do.
What? Art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword, or manage it to part these men with me.
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word. As I hate hell all Montagues and thee.
Have at thee, coward.
All right, let's go, Tibble.
Come on, Tibble.
Come on.
You got him.
Go, Mercutio. Get him.
He's got nothing on him.
Come on, get him. Watch out, get him, get him.
All right, come on, Tibble.
Sneaky.
Tibble, he's not fast.
Come on,
Come on, Tibble. Come on.
get him.
All right, let's go, Tibble.
What noise is this? Bring me my long sword, ho!
A crutch. What call you for sword?
My sword, mon cher! Old Montague is coming, flourishes his blade in spite of me.
Thou villain, Capulet, hold me not! Let me go! You shall not stir a foot to seek a foe!
Throw your mistempered weapons to the ground.
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace. On pain of torture from those bloody hands, if you ever disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time all the rest depart. You, Capulet, shall go along with me. And Montague, come you this afternoon to know our further pleasure in this case. To Old Freetown, our common judgment place. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Who set this ancient quarrel new abroach? Speak, Benvolio. Were you by when it began?
Well, here were the servants of your adversary and yours close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them, and in the instant came the fiery Tybalt with his sword prepared, and while we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and more and fought on part and part until the prince came, who parted either part.
And where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
And so early walking did I see your son. But towards him I made, but he was ware of me, and stole into the covert of the wood.
Aye, many a morning hath he there been seen, adding to clouds, more clouds with his deep sighs. Away from the light steals home my heavy son, and private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his windows, locks fair daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. Black and portentous must this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
No, I neither know it nor can learn of him.
But have you importuned him by any means?
Look by my friends and any other. But he, his own affection's counselor, is to himself. I will not say how true, but to himself so secret and so close. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, we would as willingly give cure as no.
See where he comes? So please you, step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
I would thou wert so happy by thy stay to hear true shrift. Well, niece, I shall away.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But news struck nigh.
That hour seems so long. Is that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. And what sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out
Of love?
of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, that love so gentle in his view should be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still should see without eyes pathways to his will. Oh me. Well, Frey was here. Yet, tell me not, this has much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, oh, brawling love, or loving hate, or anything or nothing first create a heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of, well, seeming forms. Okay. Feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cause I rather weep
Oh, good-hearted what?
at thy good heart's oppression.
Such is love transgression.
Well, tell me, in sadness, who is that you love?
What, shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan, why no, but sadly, tell me who.
In sadness, fair cousin, I do love a woman.
I aimed so near when I supposed you loved.
Right good mark, man, and she's fair that I love.
Right fair mark, fair cause, is soonest hit.
Well, in that hit you miss, she will not be hit with Cupid's bow. She hath Dian's wit, and well armed, in strong proof of chastity she lives unharmed.
Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste.
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
He that is struck him blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a maiden that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as a note of who passeth that passing fair? Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
Oh, I'll pay that doctrine, else die in debt.
But Montague is bound as well as I, and penalty alike. And 'tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you have lived at odds so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But saying o'er what I have said before, our child is yet a stranger in the world. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride ere we may think her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred, although so early made.
The earth has swallowed all my hopes but she. She is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris. Get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. And she agree within her scope of choice, lies my consent and fair accordant voice. This night, I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love. And you, among the store, one more, most welcome makes my number more. At my poor house, look to behold this night, earth-treading stars that make dark heavens bright. Come, go with me. Go, Sirrah. Trudge about through fair Verona. Find those persons out whose names are written there, and to them say, my house and welcome, on their pleasure stay.
Find those out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard, and the tailor with his lass, and the fisher with his pencil, and the painter with his net, but I am sent to find those whose names are here writ, and can never find the names the writing person hath here writ. I must learn it in good time. Tut, man, one fire burns out another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Take thou some new infection to thine eye, and the rank poison of the old will die.
Yeah, your plate and leaf is excellent for that.
For what?
For your broken shin.
Oh, okay.
Good den, good fellow.
God, you got then. I pray, sir. Can you read?
Aye, mine own misery and my fortune.
But I pray, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters in the language.
You say honestly. Rest you merry.
Stay, good fellow. I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, County Anselm and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Vitruvio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces Mercutio, and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet and his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, Livia, Signor Valentino and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and the lively Helena. It's a fair assembly. Whither should they assemble?
Up.
Whither?
To supper, to our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Now, I'll tell you without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet, and if you not be of the house of Montague, I pray, come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you merry.
At this same ancient feast of Capulet sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so lovest with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye, compare her face to some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendors of mine own.
Okay.
Ever since the lucky night
Where is my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Up on my maidenhead at 12-year-old, I bade her come. What, lamb? What, ladybird? God forbid, where is this girl? What, Juliet?
How now? Who calls?
Oh, mother.
Madam, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give us leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back. I've remembered me, thou hearest our counsel. And thou knows my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I could tell her age unto an hour.
Well, she's not 16.
Even odd, of all the days of the year, come Lammas Eve at night, shall she be 16. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Well, Susan is with God now, she was too good for me. But as I said, come Lammas Eve at night, shall she be 16. That shall she marry. I remember it well, for 'tis now since the earthquake but 14 years, and she was weaned. I never shall forget it of all the days of the year, for then I had laid wormwood to my dug. Sitting in the sun under the dove house wall, my lord and you were then at Mantua. May I do bear brain. But as I said, when it did taste the wormwood on the nipple of my dug, pretty fool, to see it tetchy and fall out with the dug. And 'tis since that time but 14 years. Nay, for then she could stand. Nay, she could run and waddle all about, for even the day before she broke her brow. And my husband, God be with his soul, it was a merry man, took the child up. Yea, quoth my husband, fallest upon thy face, thou wilt fall backward when thou hast more wit, wilt that not, Jewel? And by my holidam, the pretty wretch left crying and said, to see thou hast such a judge to come about, I warrant I should live 1,000 years and never shall forget it. Fallest upon thy face, thou wilt fall backward when thou hast more wit, wilt that not, Jewel? It stinted and said,
Enough of this, I pray thee. Hold thy peace.
Yes, ma'am. But I cannot choose but laugh. To think it had a lump on its head as big as a cockerel's stone, a perilous knock, and it cried bitterly. Fallest upon thy face, quoth he, thou wilt fall backward when thou comest of age. Wilt thou not, Jewel? And it stinted and said,
And stint thou too, nurse, I pray thee. Say I.
Peace, I have done. God mark thee to his grace, thou was the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. And I might live to see thee married once, I have my wish.
Marry. That married is the very thing I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor? Well, I'm not the only nurse. I would have said that sucked wisdom from the teat.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you were now a maid. Thus then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
Oh, lady, why, such a man is...
Why, he's a man of wax.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower? In faith, very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read o'er the volume of young Paris's face and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. This precious book of love, this unbound lover. To beautify him only lacks a cover. So shall you have all that he doth possess by having him. Making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger. Women grow by him.
Speak briefly. Can you like a Paris's love?
I'll look to like if looking liking move. But no more deep lie and dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam! The guests are come, supper served up. You called my young lady, asked for, and the nurse cursed in the pantry. All in extremity. I beseech you, follow me.
We follow thee. Juliet, the Countess stays.
Go, girl. Seek happy nights to happy days.
So, what shall this speech be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
Oh, but let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them a measure and be gone.
Give me the light. I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Believe me, you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to burden love, should you sink in it to great impression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? Oh, it is too rough, too rough, and too boisterous, and it pricks like thorns.
Oh, well, if love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down. Oh, give me a case to put my visage in. A bazar for a bazar!
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in but every man to take him to his legs.
I'll be the candle holder and look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I am done.
And when thou art done, we shall draw thee from the mire of this reverence love wherein thou stickest up to thy ears. Come, we burn daylight. Hey!
That's not so.
I mean, sir, in delay, we waste our lights in vain like lamps by day.
And we mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why? Anyone ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
Oh. So did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In their beds asleep where they do dream things. True.
Oh, then I see. Queen Mab. I've been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone upon the forefinger of an alderman, driven by a team of little atomies athwart men's noses as they lie asleep. And in this state she gallops, night by night, over lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. Over courtiers' knees that dream on courtesies straight, over lawyers' fingers that straight dream on fees, over ladies' lips who straight on kisses dream. Sometimes she gallops over a courtier's nose, then dreams he of smelling out a suit. Sometimes she comes carrying a tit-pig's tail, tickling a parson as he lies asleep, and then dreams he of another benefice. Sometimes she driveth over a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breeches, ambuscados, of Spanish blades, of heaths 5 fathoms deep, and then anon drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, being thus afraid, and swears out a prayer, at which, before falling back asleep, this is the very mab that plats the manes of horses in the night. This is the hag when men's lie on their back that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women.
Peace, Mercutio. Hey. Peace. Thou talks of nothing.
True! I talk of dreams. The children of a idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, as thin in substance as the air and inconsistent as the wind.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done. We shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind still misgives some consequence yet hanging in the stars. But he that hath the steerage of my course direct my sail. On, lusty gentlemen. Strike drum!
Where's Pop Pan that he helped not take away? He shifted treasury, scrape a trencher.
When good manners shall lie all in one, or two man's hands and they unwashed too. 'Tis a foul thing.
Adjust the joint stools, remove the cork cupboards. Look to the plate. Good thou, save me a piece of marchpane.
You are called for and looked for, asked for and sought for in the great chamber.
We cannot be here and there too. Cheerily, boys! Be brisk a while, and let the longer liver take all.
Welcome, gentlemen! Ladies that have their toes unplagued with corn shall have a bout with you! Aha, my mistresses! Which of you all shall now deny to dance? She that makes dainty, she I'll swear hath corns. Am I come near you now? Welcome, gentlemen! I have seen the day that I have worn a visor and could tell a whispering tale in a fair lady's ear such as would please. 'Tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play. More light, you knaves, and turn the tables up, and quench the fire. The room has grown too hot.
If you feel like
Is that lady that doth enrich the hand of yonder knight? She doth teach the torches to burn bright. The measure done, I'll watch her place to stand, and by touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now, but forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty until this night.
This by his voice should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier. What, dares the slave come hither covered with an antic face to fleer and scorn at our solemnity? Now by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
Why, Hannah, kinsman, wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, a villain who is hither come in spite to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo.
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle coz, let him alone. He bears him like a portly gentleman. Have fair presence and put off these frowns and ill-beseeming semblance for fees.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. What, goodman boy? I say he shall. Go to. Am I the master here or you? Go to. You'll not endure him. God shall mend my soul. You'll make a mutiny among my guests.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to. Go to. You are a saucy boy. It's so indeed. You must contrary me? Married this time well said, my heart. You are a princox. Go. Be quiet or more light. More light. For shame, I'll make you quiet. Yes, surely, my heart.
I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall now seem in sweet, convert to bitter gall.
Blushing pilgrims stand ready to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Then let lips do what hands do. They pray. Lest thou faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not while my prayer's effects I take. Thus from my lips by yours, my sin is purged.
Then hath my lips the sin that they have took?
Sin from my lips, a trespass greatly urged. Give me my sin again.
Kissed by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
My bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady, and a wise, and a virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talked withal. I tell you, he that shall lay hold of her shall have the chinks.
Is she a captain? The account my life is my foe's death.
Oh, no. Away, begone, the sport is at the best.
The more I fear is my unrest.
Hey, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling foolish banquet talk. Oh, it's even so. Well, then I thank you all. I thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night. More torches here. Come, then let's to bed. Sirrah, by my fay, it waxes late. I'll to my rest.
Oh, come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman?
That is the son and heir of old Tiberia.
Oh, what's he now that is going out of door?
Faith, I think that's the young Petruchio.
Oh, what's he? There. That would not dance.
I know not.
Go ask his name.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this? What is this?
It's a rhyme I learned even now when I danced with all. Juliet!
Anon, come, let's away. The strangers all are gone.
Can I go forward when my love is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find thy sinner out.
Romeo! My cousin, Romeo!
He is wise, and on my life he has stolen him home to bed.
He ran this way and let the orchard walls. Call good Mercutio.
Hey, I'll conjure too, Romeo. Humors, passion, lover, madman, appear thou in the likeness of a such. Cry but one word and I am satisfied. Speak but I me. Cry but I me. Pronounce but love. And dove. He heareth not. He moveth not. He stirreth not.
Come! Come! He hath hid himself among the trees to be consorted with the humorous knight. Blind is his love and best befits the dark.
If love is blind, love cannot hit the mark. Romeo! Good night. I will to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me.
Go then, for it is in vain to seek him hither, means not to be found.
He jests at scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east. and Juliet is the sun. Oh, rise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is but sick and pale with grief that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off, it is my lady. It is my love. And she knew she were. She speaks, and she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. Well, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. To the fairest stars in all the heavens, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. Well, what if her eyes were there? They in her head. The brightness of her cheek would shame the night as daylight doth the lamp, and her eyes in heaven would stream through the airy region so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. Look how she leans her hand upon her cheek. If I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Oh, ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night being over my head as is a winged messenger of heaven.
Oh, Romeo. Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
Just but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though, not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, or any other part belonging to a man. Be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet, so Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection to which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name. And for that name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me beloved, I'll be newly baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that dost be screened and thy stomachs on my counsel?
Hey. By name, I know how not to tell thee who I am. For my name, dear saint, is hateful to myself as it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I approach these walls, for stony limits cannot keep love out. And what love can do that dares love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen are no stock to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. And thou but sweet, and I'm proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and thou but love me? Let them find me here.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
By love's. And who first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I'm no pilot, but if thou were as far as the vast shore, washed with the farthest sea, I would venture for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell in form. Fain deny what I have spoke, but I will compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say Jove laughs. Gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or, if thou thinkest I'm too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo. But else not for the world.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that with silver streaks through all these fruit tree
Swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
By my dear heart's love,
No,
I swear.
No, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be, ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night. Good night. As sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that was in my breast.
Wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
Oh, what satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it to thee again. And yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
Oh, I hear some noise within. Anon, good nurse! Oh, sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Blessed, blessed night, I am afeard. It being but night, all this is but a dream, too flattering, sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If thy bent of love be honourable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I'll procure to thee where and what time thou wilt perform the rite. And all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come, to seize thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive, my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst to want thy light. Love goes towards love like schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Psst. Romeo.
It is my soul that calls upon my name.
Romeo?
My dear,
At what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
I shall stay till thou remembers it.
I shall still forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
Still I'll stay, to have thee still forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird that lets it hop a little from his hand, and with a silken thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
Well, I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Now sleep in thine eyes and peace in thy breast, and if I were peace and sleep, so sweet to rest. Now to my ghostly father's cell, his help I crave, and my dear have to tell.
The gray-eyed morn smiles on frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Now where the sun advance its burning eye, the day to cheer and night's dank dew to dry. I must upfill this osier cage of ours with precious, baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers. Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in herbs, plants, stones, and their true qualities. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. Two such opposed kings encamp them still, and man as well as herbs, grace and rude will.
Good morrow, Father.
Benedicite.
Yeah.
What early tongue so sweet saluteth me? It argues a distempered head to wish good morrow to thy bed. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been to bed tonight.
Well, that last was true, but the sweeter rest was mine.
Oh, God pardon sin. Was thou with Rosaline?
Rosaline, my ghostly father. No, I forgot that name and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee ere thou askest me again, for I've been feasting with mine enemy.
Be plain, good sir, and wholly in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Okay, then plainly know that my dear heart is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. And so mine is set on hers, so hers is set on mine, and all parts combined, save what thou must combine in holy marriage. Now, how we met we wooed, we exchange a vow, I'll tell thee as we pass, but this I pray, that thou shalt consent to marry us today.
Holy St. Francis! What a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou did love so dear, so soon forsaken? Men's love lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes.
Okay, well thou chidest me oft for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not loving, pupil mine.
Okay, well, I pray thee chide not, for the one that I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well thy love did read by rote and could not SPLL. But come, young waverer, go with thee. In one respect I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor into pure love.
Oh, let us hence, I stand on sudden haste.
Oh, uncalled for. Wisely and slow, they stumble that do run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's.
That hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline, torments him so he shall sure run mad.
Well, Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, had sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge on my life.
And Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master, how he dares.
Oh, alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead. Stabbed with a white wench's black eye, shot through the ear with a love song, the very pin of his heart cleft with the blind bowboy's butt shaft. And is he such a man to answer Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
Oh, he is more than the Prince of Cats, I can tell you. He is the very courageous captain of compliments, a butcher of silk button, a duelist, a duelist, a gentleman of the first house, of the first and second order, the amorto passado, the punto reverso, the ha! What? A pox. Lisping. Affecting fantasticos. These fine tuners of accents. By Jesu, a very good blade, a very tall man, a very fine whore! Why should we be thus afflicted by these fashion mongers, these pardon-amis, who stand so much in the new form that they cannot at home on the old bench? Oh, their bones. Oh, their bones.
Well, here comes Romeo.
Ah, bonjour, Senor Romeo. There's a French salutation for your French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Gamar to you both. What counterfeit did I give to you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Oh, pardon, good Mercutio, for my business was great. And a man in my position may strain such courtesy.
That is to say, someone in your position constrains one to, bow in the hams.
Meaning to curtsy?
Oh, that was most politely hit it.
Oh, most courteous exposition.
Nay, I am the very pink of curtsy.
Pink for flower?
But!
Well, then it's my pump. Well, flower.
Oh, I shall bite thee on the ear for that, Jess.
Nay, good goose bite not.
Ah! Is not this better than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable. Now art thou Romeo. Now art thou what thou art, in art as well as by nature. For this driveling of love is like a great natural that runs lolling up and down to hide his bauble in a hole.
Oh, stop there. Stop there.
Here's goodly gear.
A sail, a sail.
Two, a shirt and a smock.
Peter!
Unknown!
My fan, Peter.
Good Peter, her fan, for her fan's the fairer face.
God ye good morrow, gentlemen.
Oh, God ye good den, fair gentle woman.
Is it good end?
'Tis even so, for the body hand of the dial is now upon the prey. Oh no.
Upon you. What a man are you?
One good gentlewoman that God himself made to mar.
By my troth, is very well said, for himself to mar, quoth he. Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I might find the young Romeo?
I am the youngest of that name, for better or worse.
Well, sir, if you indeed be he, I desire some confidence with you.
Oh, she will indict him to some supper.
A bod, Soho. Romeo, will you to your father's? No, well, we'll to dinner thither.
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell.
May farewell. But I pray you, sir, what is this merchant that is so full of his ropery?
One good nurse that loves to hear himself talk, and will speak more to in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
And he speak anything against me, and I'll take him down. And he will 20 of such jacks, and lustier than he is, and if I cannot, I will find those that shall, you scurvy knave. I am none of his skeins mates, I am none of his flirt gills. And thou must stand by to suffer every knave to use me at his pleasure.
I saw no man use you a pleasure. If I had, I should have quickly drawn. For I warrant I dare draw as quick as any other man when I see occasion in a good fight. And the law be on my side.
Oh, for God, I am so vexed that every part of me quivers. Scurvy knave! I pray you, sir. My lady bade me seek you out. What she bade me say I will keep to myself. But first let me tell ye, if ye shall lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, it were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and if you shall deal double with her, it were an ill thing for any gentlewoman and very weak dealing.
Bid her devise some means to come to Shrift this afternoon, and there, in Friar Lawrence's cell, will she be shrived and married. Yeah, here's for that pain.
Oh, thank you, sir, not a penny.
And, Stay. Good nurse. Behind the abbey wall, for within an hour my man will be with thee to give thee cords made like a tackled stair, and there, to the top gown of my joy and a knight's convoy. Now farewell, commend me to thy lady.
1,000 times. Hark you, sir. Is your man secret? Have you not heard say, two may keep counsel, putting one away?
No, I warrant thee my man's true as steel.
Well, sir, my lady is the most... Oh, there is one nobleman in town, one Paris, who would fain lay knife aboard, but my lady had lief see a toad, a very toad to see he.
Commend me to thy lady.
1,000 times. Peter!
Oh, no.
My fan, Peter. Go for and a pace.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. But perchance she cannot meet him. That's not so. Oh, she is lame. Love's herald should be thoughts which 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams, but old folks, many fain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh God, she comes. Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him?
Give me leave a while. Fire, how my bones ache. What a jaunt I've had.
I would thou hadst my bones, and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee, speak. Good nurse, speak.
Jesu, are you so hot? Can you not stay a while? Do you not see I'm out of breath?
How art thou out of breath, when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, and his leg is beyond compare, and for a hand and a foot, and a body. Though they be not to be talked on, yet they are past compare. He is not the very flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant he's as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What have you dined at home?
No, all this I did know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Oh, how my head aches. What a head have I. It beats as if it would fall into 20 pieces. My back. Where's the other side? Oh, my back. My back. Beshrew your heart to send me to catch my death with jaunting up and down.
Oh, I faith I am sorry thou art not well. Sweet nurse. Tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like a kind and honest and a virtuous and a handsome. And where's your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
Now, God's lady dear, are you so hot? Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforth, do your messages yourself.
Come, what says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Oh, now comes the warm blood in your cheeks. They'll be scarlet straight at any news. Hie you to the church. I must another way to fetch a ladder by the which your love must climb the bird's nest at night. I am the drudge and toil in your delight. But you shall bear the burden soon at night. Hie you to the cell.
Oh, hie to high fortune. Honest nurse, farewell.
So smiles the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Yeah, amen. But, come what sorrow can, for it cannot countervail the pure joy that but one short minute gives me in her sight.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which when they kiss, consume. The sweetest honey is lonesome in its own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore, love moderately. Long love does so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow.
Good evening to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo thanks thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him, else his thanks is too much.
Come. Go with me. We won't wait long, for by your leaves, Holy Church will incorporate 2 in 1. Holy Church.
Good Mercutio. Let's retire. The day is hot. The Capulets are abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl, for now these hot days is mad blood stirring.
Come! Thou art as hot a jack in thy day as any man in all of Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon moody being moved.
Oh, and what two?
If we had to, we should soon have one, for one would kill the other. Thou wilt quarrel with a man who hath a hair more, or a hair less in his beard than thou hast. Thou wilt quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, for no other reason than that thou hast hazel eyes. What eye, but such an eye, would spy out such a quarrel? And thou would turn to me for quarreling.
Well, and were I so apt to quarrel as thou art, any man should buy the fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple! Oh, simple.
By my head. Here come the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Follow me close, I will speak with them. Gentlemen, good Dan, a word with one of you.
Oh, but one word with one of us? A couple with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough for that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortst with Romeo.
Consort? Oh, would thou make minstrels of us? And if thou dost, look to hear nothing but discords. Oh, here's my fiddlestick. Here's that shall make you dance. Zoun's consort.
Come. We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either retire unto some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will budge for no man.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man. Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I must love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage of such a greeting. Villain I am none. And therefore farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy! This shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me, therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee. More than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love, and so good Capulet, whose name I hold as dearly as mine own. Be satisfied.
Oh, calm, vile, dishonorable submission. Come, Tybalt, rat-catcher, will you walk?
Oh, what wouldst thou have with me?
Oh, good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9.
Oh, I am for you!
Good Mercutio, put thy rapier
Come,
up.
sir, your facade.
Hey!
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, Tybalt! Get him, Tybalt!
Come on, get down. What's up?
Gentlemen, for shame forbade this outrage. The prince expressly hath forbade bandying in Verona street. Hold Tybalt! Good Mercutio!
I am hurt. Plague on both your houses. I am spent. Is he gone and hath nothing?
What? Art thou hurt?
Hey! A scratch. Is enough.
Hey, courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
Nay! 'Tis not so wide as a church door, nor as deep as a well. As for me tomorrow, you shall find me a grave man. Hold him up. Oh, I am peppered for this warrant. My warrant. A plague on both your houses. A cat, a rat, a dog to scratch a man to death, a braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil came here between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all was for the best.
A plague of both your houses. And Volio, help me into some answers. I shall think. I have it insomely too. Your houses.
This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got his mortal wound on my behalf. And my reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour hath been my kinsman.
Romeo? Brave Mercutio's dead.
On this day's black fate, more days doth depend. This begins the woes that others must end. Tybalt, alive, in triumph for Mercutio slain. The way to heaven, respective lenity, and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Tybalt! Take the villain back again the late thou gavest me, for Mercutio's soul is but a little above our heads, waiting for thine. Keep him company. Either thou or I or both must go with him. Give me that.
Thou wretched boy that didst consort with him here, shout with him
I shall
hence!
determine that.
Romeo, away. Be gone. Stand not amazed. The prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence, be gone, away.
Unfortunate's fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Where are the vile beginnings of this fray?
Oh, noble prince, please, I can discover all the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. There lies the man slain by young Romeo that slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Tybalt, my cousin. Oh, my brother's child. Oh, my dear kinsman. Prince, as thou art true, for blood of ours shed blood of Mercutio.
What?
Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay, but Romeo that spoke him fair, that bade him bethink how nice the quarrel was, and urged with all your high displeasure. An envious thrust from Tybalt took the life of stout Mercutio, and then did Tybalt fly, but by and by comes back to Romeo, and to it they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them was stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly? This is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
She is kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes her false. She speaks not true.
No.
I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live!
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end. The life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence.
Exile!
I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Nor tears, nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste. Else when he's found, that hour is his last.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, towards Phoebus' lodging. Such a wagoner is Phaeton would whip you to the west and bring in cloudy night immediately. Spread thy close curtain, love-performing night, that runaway's eyes may wink, and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers can see to do their amorous rites by their own beauties. Or if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, civil knight, thou sober-suited matron all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match, played for a pair of stainless maidenhoods. Come, knight. Come, Romeo, come thou day and night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come, gentle knight. Come, loving black-browed knight, give me my Romeo. And when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, I have bought the mansion of a love, but not yet possessed it. And though I am sold, I've not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day as is the night before some festival to an impatient child that hath new robes and may not wear them. No, nurse, what news? What hast thou there? The courts? Ay me, what news? Why dost thou wring thy hands?
He is dead. He is dead. He is dead. We are undone, lady. We are undone. He is gone. He's killed. He's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo. Romeo, who would have ever thought it would be Romeo?
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? Hath Romeo slain himself?
I saw the wound. I saw it with mine eyes. Here on his manly breast, a piteous cause, a pale, piteous cause, pale as ashes, all bedaubed in blood, all in gore blood. I swooned at the sight.
Break my heart. Poor bankrupt, break it once.
Oh, Tybalt. Oh, Tybalt, the best friend I had. Honest gentleman. Did think I should live to see thee die?
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and is Tybalt dead? My dear loved cousin and my dear lord.
Tybalt is gone. Romeo is banished. Romeo that killed him is banished.
Oh God. Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, alack the day it did.
Oh, serpent heart, hid with a flowering face. Oh, did ever a dragon keep so fair a cave? Beautiful tyrant, fiend, angelical, a damned saint, an honorable villain. Was ever a book containing such vile matters so fairly passed? The deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
Oh, there's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. All are perjured, all forsworn, all naught, all dissemblers. Where's my man? Give me some aquavitae. These griefs, these sorrows, these woes make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is ashamed to sit, for 'tis a throne where honor may be crowned, sole monarch of the universal earth. What a beast was I to chide at him.
You speak well of him that killed your cousin.
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Oh, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thy 3 hours' wife, have mangled it? Wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. My husband lives that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt is dead that would have slain my husband. All this is comfort, wherefore weep I then. Some word there was, worser than Tybalt's death that murdered me. I would forget it, fain, but Tybalt is gone. And Romeo, banished. Banished. That one word banished hath slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough if it had ended there. But with a rearward following Tybalt's death, Romeo is banished. To speak that word is father, mother, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. There is no limit, measure, bound in that word's death. No words cannot woe so. Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I'll bring him to us.
Wash they his wounds with tears. Mine shall be spent when theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment. Take up those cords. Poor ropes. You are beguiled, both you and I, for Romeo is exile. He made you for a highway to my bed, but I, a maid, die a maiden widowette. Come, cords. Come, nurse, all to my wedding bed, and death, not Romeo, take my maidenhead.
Hie you to your chamber. I will bring Romeo to comfort you. I wot where he is. Hark ye, Romeo will be here tonight. He's at Fraulein cell.
Find him. Give this ring to my true knight and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Come forth, Romeo! Come forth, thou fearful man! Affliction is much enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom? What sorrow waits the acquaintance of my hand that yet I know not?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful and say death.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Thou cuttest my head off with a golden axe, and then smilest upon the blow that murders me.
Oh, deadly sin. Oh, rude unthankfulness. Thy thoughts our laws call death. And the kind prince taking thy part pushes away the law and turns that black word death into banishment. This is a dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
Torture! Not mercy. Every heaven is here, where Juliet lives. And every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing may live in heaven and look upon her, but Romeo may not. He's banished. And sayest thou yet that exile is not death? Hast thou no poison mixed, huh? No sharp ground knife, no sudden mean of death, no ne'er so mean but to kill me with banished? Banished? Oh, friar, the damned use that word in hell, and howlings attend to it. How hast thou the heart? Being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friend professed to mangle me with that word banished?
Go. Hide thee in my study. Run. God's will, what simpleness is this? Arise, go! I come! I come! Who is it that knocks so hard? What is thy will?
Let me in and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Oh. Welcome then.
Holy Friar, don't tell me, Holy Friar, where's my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
On the ground there, with his own tears made drunk.
Even in my mistress's case, just in her case. Woeful sympathy, piteous predicament. Even so lies she. Stand up! Stand and you be a man! For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand! Why should you fall into so deep an oh? Sir. Desi in the arm.
Speakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? How does she not think me an old murderer now that I've stained the childhood of our joy with blood but little removed from her own? How does she? Where is she?
She weeps and weeps and falls upon her bed, and on Tybalt calls, and then Romeo cries and fall down again.
As if that name shot from the deadly level of a gun did murder her. And the cursed hand of that name did murder her kinsman. Tell me, Father, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? And tell me so that
hold thy hateful man! I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Will thou slay thyself and slay the lady that lives in thee by doing damned hate upon thee? Fie! Fie! But Juliet is alive. There art thou happy. The law that threatens death becomes a friend and turns to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessing lights upon thee, but like a misbehaving and sullen wretch, thou pounce upon thy fortune and thy state. Take heed. Take heed. For such die miserable. Go. Get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence, and give her comfort. But look thou, stay not till the watch be set, or else thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we have time to blaze your marriage. Reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 20,000 times more joy than thou went forth in lamentation. Go you nurse before. Command me to thy lady. Bid her hasten all the house to bed. Romeo is coming.
My lady bade me give you this. Hide you. It grows late.
Oh, well, my comfort is revived by this. Joy past joy calls on to me. It were grief, so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly. So did I. Well, We were born to die. She's very late. She won't come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been in bed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will. And know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled by me in all respects. Nay, more, I doubt it not. Cher, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris's love, and bid her mark you me on Wednesday next. Miss Soft, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday. Well, Wednesday is too soon. On Thursday, let it be. On Thursday, tell her she will be married to this noble earl.
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Get you gone. On Thursday be it then. Go thou to Juliet. There you go to bed. Prepare her, Cher, against this wedding day.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark. Herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds of yonder east. Night's candles burnt out and jocund day stands tiptoe on misty mountain tops. I must go and live. Or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it, It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee this night a torch-bearer and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needest not be gone.
Let me be tamed. Let me be put to death. I'm content if thou will have it so. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is my soul? Come, let's talk. It is not day.
It is. It is. I hence be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divideth us. Now be gone, more light and light it grows.
Yeah, more light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam, nurse, your lady mother has come into your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
Then window a day in and let life out.
Okay, farewell. Farewell. One kiss. All the same.
Oh, art thou gone so? Love. Lord, I, husband, friend, I must hear from thee every hour in the day, for in a minute there are many days. For this count I shall be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo.
I will omit no opportunity to convey my greetings, love to thee.
Thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
Oh, I doubt it not. And these woes will serve as sweet discourses in our time to come.
I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee now, thou art so low as when dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails or thou lookest pale.
Well, believe me, love, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu. Adieu.
Oh, Donna, are you up?
Oh, who is that calls? Is it my lady mother?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I'm not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What, wilt thou wash him from the grave with tears?
Well, get let me weep for such a feeling loss.
So shall you feel the loss, but not the friend which you weep for?
Feeling so the loss, I cannot choose but ever weep the friend.
But now, I'll tell the joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes in such a needy time. What are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, child. One who, to put thee from thy heaviness, has sorted out a sudden day of joy. One that thou expectedst not, no, I look not for.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Mary, my child. Early, next Thursday morning, the gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the County Paris, at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now, by St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed ere he should be my husband comes to woo. I pray thee, mother, tell my lord and father that I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself. See how he'll take it at your hands.
Now, sir, have you delivered to our decree?
Ah, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. Oh, would the fool were married to a grave.
So, take me with you. Take me with you, Sheriff. How will she not? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy that she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud that you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
How now? How now, Child Logic, what is this? Proud and I thank you not, and yet not proud? Mistress Minion, you thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds. But fiddle your fine joints against Thursday next, and go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag you on a hurdle thither. Out, you green sickness carrying! Out, you baggage, you tell-a-face!
Fie, what are you, mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch! I tell thee what? Get thee to church on Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me, my fingers itch.
God in heaven bless her! You are to blame, my lord, for raiding her soul.
And why, my lady Wisdom? Hold your tongue, good Prudence. Smatter with your gossips, go.
I speak no treason.
God,
may not one speak.
Then, peace, you mumbling fool!
You are too hot.
God, bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play, alone, in company, and still my care has been to have a match. And having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage, of fair domain, youthful and nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one's thought would wish a man, and then to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mammon in her fortune's tender, to answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray thee pardon me. But as you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Grace where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, think on it. I do not use to jest. Thursday is near. Put hand on heart. Advise. Then you would be mine. I'll give you to my friend. And you be not. Hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall ever do thee good. Trust to it, but think you, I'll not be forsworn.
Oh, is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as you wilt. But I've done with thee.
Oh God. Oh, nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. What sayest thou? Hast thou not some word of joy? Please, some comfort, nurse.
James, it is. Romeo is banished and all the world to naught. For he cannot come forth to challenge you, and if he do, it must needs be by stealth. Therefore, since things stand the way they doth, I think it were best you married with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dish clout next to him. An eagle, madam, hath not so green, so fair, so keen an eye as pears have. It's through my heart I think you are lucky in this second marriage, for it excels your first. Or even if it didn't your first, he is dead. Or 'twere good as it were, as he being here, and you have no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
Aye, from my soul too, or else beshrew 'em both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvellous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrence cell, to make confession and to be absolved.
Will, this is wisely done.
Oh, ancient damnation! O most wicked fiend, is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue which she hath praised him with above compare so many thousands of times? Go, counselor. Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy, if all else fail. Myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir, the time is too short.
My father Capulet wills it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course. I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have we little talked of love. For Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage, to stop the inundation of her tears.
Look where the lady comes into my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be so, and I shall be a wife.
That may must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this holy friar?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will ye, I'm sure, that you love me.
If I do so, it will be more of a price being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrongst it, more than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is truth. And what I spake it to my face.
Sir,
Are you at leisure, holy friar, now, or shall I come to you during evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Shut the door! And when thou hast done so, come weep with me past hope, past care, past help.
Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits.
Oh, tell me not, friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou can tell me how I may prevent it. Be not so long to speak. I long to die. If what thou speakest, speak not of remedy.
Hold, daughter. I do spy a kind of hope. If rather than Mary, Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself. Perhaps thou can take on a thing like death to chide away this shame.
Oh, bid me leap rather than marry Paris off the battlements of any tower. Walk in thievish ways, bid me lurk where serpents are, chain me with roaring bears, and I will do it, without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night look thou lie alone. Take thou this vial. Then being in bed, this distilled liquor drink thou off. And presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. For no pulse shall show its native progress, but Circe's no breath, no warmth shall testify thou liv'st. And then in the borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue for 42 hours, until thou wakes as if from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom comes to rouse thee from bed, there art thou dead. Meanwhile, Romeo shall by my letters know our drift, and hither will he come, and he and I will watch thy waking. And that very night Romeo will bear thee to Mantua, where thou shalt be free of this present shame. If no inconstant toy, nor no childish fear abate thy valor in acting it.
Give me, oh tell me not of fear.
So many guest inviters here are rich. Sirrah, go hire me 20 Cajun cooks.
You will have none else, sir, for I'll try if they can lick their fingers.
How canst thou try them so?
Marry, sir, 'tis an ill cook that cannot lick his own fingers. Therefore he who cannot lick his fingers goes not with me.
Get, go on. We shall be much unfurnished for this time. What? Is my daughter going to Friar Lawrence?
Forsooth.
Yeah. Maybe perchance he'll do some good by her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
We'll see where she comes from shrift with a merry look.
How now, my headstrong, where have you been gadding?
I have learnt me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and am enjoined by holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here and beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you, henceforward I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the county, go tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
No, not till Thursday. There's time enough.
Go, nurse, go with her.
Oh.
We're to church on Thursday.
Oh,
And when?
we should be short on provisions. It's now near night.
Tush, I will stir about, and all things shall be well. I warrant thee, Cher. Go thou to Juliet. Help to deck her up. I'll not to bed tonight. Leave me alone. I'll play the housewife for this once. What? Oh! They are all forked. Well, I'll walk myself to County Paris. Prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light, since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
Well, I nurse, those attires are best. But I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight. For I have need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which, well thou knowest, is cross and full of sin.
What? Are you busy? Oh, need you my help?
Oh, no, madam. We've called such necessaries as are behoveful for our state tomorrow. So please you, let me not be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you. For I'm sure you have your hands full in all this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest. For thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint, cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. Oh, I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene, I needs must act alone. Come, Vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I then be married tomorrow morning? No. No, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. How if, when I wake in the tomb, I wake before the time Romeo come to redeem me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night together within the terror of the place, as in a vault? An ancient receptacle where for these many 100 years the bones of my buried ancestors are packed. The bloody Tybalt, yet green in earth, lies festering in his shroud. Oh, if I awake, shall I not be environed with all these hideous fears, and in this rage pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and with some great kinsman's bone, as with the club, dash out my desperate brains? Oh, look. Methinks I see my cousin's ghost seeking out Romeo, who did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt! Stay! Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
Hold! Take these keys and fetch more spices, nurse.
They call for dates and quince in the pastry.
Come, stir, 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 the second cock has crowed. The curfew bell is rung to 3 o'clock. Look to the baked meats, stand out for the cause.
Go, you caught queen, go. Get you to bed. Fit, you'll be sick tomorrow for this night's watch.
No, not a whit. What? I have watched all night and now, unless a cause of never sick.
You have been a mouse hunting your time, but I will watch you from such watching now.
A jealous hood. A jealous hood. Now, fella, what's there?
Things for the cook, sir, but I know not what.
Well, make haste, make haste. Ha! Sirrah, fetch dry logs. Call Peter, he will show you where they are.
I have a head, sir, that can find out the logs and never trouble Peter for that matter.
Chair! Nurse, what ho? What? Nurse! I say! Ah! Go waken Juliet! Go and trim her up. I'll go and chat with Paris. Make haste, make haste! The bridegroom is come already. Make haste, I say.
But lady! What, Juliet? Still a bed. You take your pennyworth now, sleep for a week. For the county Paris has scheduled his rest, that you shall rest but little. What, in your clothes and down again? I must needs wake you. Lady! Lady! Alas! Alas! Help! Help! Help, my lord, my lady!
What noise is here?
Well, the day after the day I was born!
What's the matter?
Look, correct the day!
Oh, me. Oh, me. My child. My only life. Revive! Look up or I will die with thee! Help! Help! God, help!
For shame, bring Juliet forth. Her lord is come.
She's dead! Deceased! Correct the day she's dead!
Ha! Let me see her. Ow! Alas, she's cold. Her blood is settled and her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower in all the field.
Is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. Oh, son, the night before thy wedding day have death lain with thy wife. There she lies.
Hast I thought long to see this morning's face, and doth it give me such a sight as this?
But one, poor one, but one poor loving child, but one thing to rejoice and solace, and the cruel death has catched her from our side.
Child! For shame! Confusion lives not in these confusions. You in heaven had part in this fair lady, and now heaven hath all. And all the better for the lady, because you could not keep your part in her from death. But heaven has his part in eternal life. She's not well married that's married long. She's best married that dies married young. Dry up your tears and stick your rosemary on this fair course. And, as is the custom, in all her best array, bear her to church.
If I should trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. Strange dream. To give a dead man leave to think, and breathed such life with kisses in thy lips that I was revived and emperor. Ah me, how sweet it is, love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich and joy. News from Verona? Well, how now, Balthazar? How is my Juliet? Is my father well? Dost thou have no letters to me from the friar? Hey, how fares my Juliet? For I ask thee that again, for nothing can be ill if she is well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument.
What?
Her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it to you. Pardon me for bringing these ill news.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, Star. Thou knowest my lodging. You go get me ink and paper and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. For your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Hush, thou art deceived. Now leave me and bid thee as I do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good lord.
It's no matter. Now go, get thee gone, and hire those horses. I will be with thee hence. Go. El Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts she dwells. And late I noted in tattered weeds, overwhelming brows, coaling simples, meager were her look. Sharp misery had worn her to the bone, and in her needy shop a tortoise hung, an alligator stuffed, and other skins of ill-shaped fishes, and along her shelves a beggarly account of empty boxes. And to myself I said, if a man should need him poison now, whose sale is present death in Mantua, here live a caitiff wretch would sell at him. What ho! Apothecary?
Who that calls so loud?
Look, I see thou art poor, and hold, here's 40 ducats. Now give me a dram of poison, of such soon speeding gear that will disperse itself through all the veins of the world-weary taker and make him fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law be dead to any heated out of them.
The world is not thy friend, nor the world's laws, and the world holds no law to make thee rich, therefore be not take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
You put this in any liquid thing you will, and you drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
Farewell. Buy food and get thyself some flesh.
Friar Lawrence, Brother How?
Welcome from Mantua. What's the news with Romeo? Or if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Going to find Romeo. The searchers of the town, suspecting that I was in a house where an infectious plague did reign, sealed forth the doors and would not let me through.
Who then bare my letter to Romeo?
I couldn't send it. Here it is again.
Happy fortune. Why, my brotherhood, this letter was not nice, but full of charge of dear import. The neglecting of it may cause much danger. Go, get me an iron crow and bring it straight into my cell.
I'll go bring it thee.
Over my head I hear music in the air.
No, I'm taking this one.
Over my head I hear music in the air.
Give me thy torch, girl. Hence, and stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go.
I'm almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will adventure.
Sweet flower. With flowers, the bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe! The canopy is tungsten stones with which sweet water nightly I will do. The girl gives warning something doth approach. What? With a torch? Muffle me night. Oh, I.
Hold. You take this letter, and early in the morning see thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me the light. Now I charge thee on thy life, whatever thou hearest or seest, you stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course.
I'll be gone, sir. And not bother you.
And thou shalt show me friendship. And live and be prosperous. Farewell, good fellow.
This is that banished haughty Montague that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died, and here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey, and go with you, for thou must die.
Therefore I must whither I came hence. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man, and put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Be gone.
I do defy thy conjurations. and apprehend the foul felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? And have at thee, boy.
Lord, they fight! Uncle, call the watch!
I am slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb. Lay me with Juliet.
In faith I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble county Paris. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. A grave. Oh no, a lantern, slaughtered youth, for here lies Juliet and her beauty makes this vault of feasting presence full of light. How oft when at the point of death that men have been married, it's their keepers call a lightning before death. Oh, how can I call this a lightning, oh my love, my wife? Death that had sucked the honey of thy breath had yet no power upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Her beauty's ensign is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, liest thou there in thy bloody sheet? Forgive me, cousin. Oh, Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear that, I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim light depart again. Here will I remain with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look your last. And arms, take your last embrace, and lips, oh, the doors of breast seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain before death. Come, and savory conduct, come, bitter guide, and now desperate pilot. At once run thy seasick weary bark upon thy rocks. Here's to my love. True apothecary, their drugs are quick. Just with a kiss, I die.
Where is my lord? I do remember well where I should be, and here I am. Where is my Romeo? What's here? Up close in my true love's hand. Poison I seeth by his timeless end. Who drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison doth yet hang on them to make me die with a restorative. Oh, thy lips are warm.
Lead, girl. Which way?
Yea, noise. Then I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There rust and let me die.
This is the place. There, where the torch doth burn.
The ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard. Pitiful sight. There lays the county slain. And Juliet bleeding? Warm and newly dead? Who here have laid these 2 days buried? Go! Run to the Capulets. Raise up the Montagues. Some other search. We see the ground where these woes do lie, but the true ground of these piteous woes we cannot without circumstances decry.
Here is a friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps. I found him coming from the churchyard side.
A great suspicion. Stay the friar too.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning rest?
What should it be that they so shriek about?
The people in the street cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry toward our monument.
Here lies the county Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, warm and new killed. Come, Montague, for thou art early up, to see thy son and heir more early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. News of my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
Oh, thou untaught. What manners is in this? To press before thy father to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their head, their true descent.
I am the greatest, able to do least, yet most suspected of this time and place doth make against me of this direful murder. Here I stand, ready to impeach and purge myself condemned and myself excused.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
I will be brief. For my short date of breath is not so long as is the tedious tale. Romeo there dead was husband to this Juliet, and she there dead was Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was to be Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city. You, to remove the siege of grief in her, would have her married, perforce, to County Paris. But then she came to me, and with wild looks bade me devise some means to rid her of this second marriage, or in my cell there would she kill herself. So gave I hers, so tutored by my art, sleeping potion. Meanwhile, I writ to Romeo that he should hither come on this direful night. But he that bade my letter, Abraham, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. So I alone at the prefixed hour of her waking went to take her from her kindred's vault, till I could conveniently send to Romeo. But when I arrived there, untimely lay noble Paris, and true Romeo dead. All this I know, and of the marriage her nurse is privy. If aught of this miscarried by my faults, then I sacrifice my old life unto the severest rigor of the law.
We still have known thee for a holy man. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate? That heaven finds means to kill your joys with love? And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Brother Montague, Give me thy hand. This was my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more. For I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Verona by that name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set as that of true, faithful Juliet.
So rich as Romeo shall by his ladies lie, or sacrifices to our enmity.
A bloom and peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence, have more talk of these sad things. For some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Recycle your programs if you don't want to keep them, and please do be careful walking up the path on the way back out. It was a pleasure performing. Oh, if you liked it, tell your friends. Tomorrow night, Bedford Village Memorial Park, Saturday night, Rye Brook. Thank you.